Once again, Russia has released footage showcasing its recent territorial gains in the Kursk region. Following months of Ukrainian incursions into this area, Russian forces have repeatedly pushed them back through counter-offensives, inflicting significant losses. Today, we bring you the latest updates from the front lines along the Russia-Ukraine border. Stay with us and watch the full video for all the details. As the official media outlet of the Russian government, TASS continues to provide updates on the ongoing conflict at the border. On March 9th, Russian forces reportedly took control of several settlements, including Malay Lokhnya, Cherkasskoye Porechnoye, and Kosytsa in the Kursk region. According to the Russian Ministry of Defense, these areas are now under the control of the northern group of Russian armed forces. Despite these advances, Ukrainian troops continue to resist, engaging in scattered skirmishes across the region. A video shared on Telegram reveals the aftermath of these battles. In the footage, a Russian soldier showcases various pieces of abandoned Ukrainian weaponry and destroyed military equipment. Among the wreckage, several logistical trucks lay in ruins, presumably struck during Russian attacks. Scattered around them are remnants of Ukrainian missiles and anti-tank landmines, along with crates of grenades left behind in former Ukrainian hideouts. On the same day, TASS also received reports from Vostok, the chief of staff of the North Group's motorized rifle battalion. He detailed how Ukrainian troops, retreating from Kosytsa and Cherkasskoye Porechnoye, abandoned a significant amount of weaponry. Vostok displayed a Ukrainian-made quadcopter drone equipped with a 2-kilogram explosive payload. Among the captured weapons were a 40mm standalone grenade launcher, Fort 600A, machine guns and grenade launchers manufactured in the Czech Republic, a Swedish and Singaporean-made grenade launcher, and even the well-known American Javelin portable anti-tank missile system. Russian officials attributed this abandonment to the weight of these weapons, which they claim hindered the retreating Ukrainian forces. In moments of retreat, soldiers prioritize speed and survival, often leaving behind heavier equipment to escape more efficiently. Under sustained Russian assaults, Ukrainian forces began a staged withdrawal from the Kursk region over the past 2 weeks, marking the end of what has been one of the most daring and unexpected operations in the conflict. Here are some of the significant strikes carried out by Russian troops. On March 19th, Russian artillery units from the Ussurisk airborne formation targeted and destroyed a Ukrainian military vehicle carrying troops in the Kursk border area. The D-30 howitzer was used in the attack, with the first shot serving as a rangefinder and the second successfully hitting the target. By March 22nd, Russian air defense crews operating the Pantsir S missile and gun system remained on high alert in the Kursk border area. These crews played a crucial role in securing Russian positions, intercepting multiple Ukrainian aerial threats attempting to support their ground forces. The Pantsir S system, armed with 12 anti-aircraft missiles and dual 30mm cannons, demonstrated its effectiveness against airborne threats. Its rapid mobility allows crews to relocate swiftly, transitioning from standby to combat mode within just 10 seconds. This ensures continued protection against air assaults in the region. In a more recent strike, a Ka-52M attack helicopter from the Russian Army Aviation carried out a precision-guided missile strike on Ukrainian personnel and armored vehicles in the Kursk border region. After launching its weapons, the crew performed an anti-missile maneuver, deploying heat flares before safely returning to base. Meanwhile, more captured Ukrainian armored vehicles were transferred to Russia's Tulagard's airborne formation. The paratroopers successfully recovered and repaired several combat vehicles, including a Soviet-made BRDM reconnaissance vehicle, a BM-21 Grad multiple rocket launcher, an American M2 Bradley infantry fighting vehicle, and a Turkish Kirpi armored personnel carrier. These vehicles were reportedly captured with full ammunition loads and minimal damage, making them viable for future Russian use. As Ukrainian forces withdrew, analysts speculated that Kyiv had initially hoped to use its hold over the Kursk region as leverage in future negotiations. However, as Russian forces intensified pressure, it became evident that sustaining the operation was no longer feasible. With Russian troops now advancing into the Sumy region of Ukraine, the Kursk campaign has effectively reached its conclusion. Despite their retreat from Russian territory, Ukrainian troops remain vulnerable to Russian attacks. Footage from recent engagements shows Russian attack drones striking and destroying Ukrainian armored vehicles and artillery pieces that were being evacuated from the Kursk region. On the flip side, Ukrainian officials say that while ultimately the operation will not provide the hoped-for bargaining chip, it was able to change the narrative of the war at a time when gloominess over Ukrainian prospects for any kind of advance had set in. They say that while the withdrawal may be fraught, it has so far passed without enormous loss of life or stubbornly holding on to undefendable positions. Although Ukrainian troops have lost ground in Kursk in recent days, they are not encircled by Russian forces. U.S. intelligence agencies have conveyed this assessment to the White House over the past week. However, President Donald Trump has continued to claim that Ukrainian troops are surrounded in the Kursk region of Western Russia. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has also denied claims of encirclement, but acknowledged that his forces are in a difficult position. He warned of further Russian attacks as Moscow intensified efforts to push Ukrainian troops out of the region. Does the Ukrainian retreat from Kursk mark the end of a daring operation? So, that's all for today. Thanks for watching.